So a lot of you guys said, hey, I miss the traditional Micah flies, LA fly around video. In March and April of 2020, I did a bunch of flights around Los Angeles just to show what it looked like at that really weird time. And people kind of missed that sort of flyover. So we're going to do that again today with a few differences. One, I'm going to bring my family. Say hi, family.
Hi, we're extra cargo.
They're extra cargo. And then this is going to be a little bit quicker flight because we have an R-44 helicopter, which is much faster than the helicopter I flew last year. We came back to my former airport, and we're going to take off out of Long Beach, and we're going to do a full LA tour. It'll be a big old time, so let's get flying. But before we do that, while I get started up here, let me quickly thank today's sponsor, Flying Eyes Sunglasses. Flying Eyes makes the glasses I wear in the helicopter. They have the super thin temple that you can bend, and that thinness means it doesn't break the seal on my noise-canceling headsets. It's also super, super lightweight, and that comes in handy whether I'm in the helicopter or just out in the real world. I really like Flying Eyes. I was wearing them long before they were a sponsor.
Totally.
And if they stop sponsoring me, I'll keep wearing them. I shouldn't say that. But anyways, if you'd like some aviation-grade sunglasses, whether you're a pilot or not, use the link in the description below. You can get 10% off if you use the promo code Micah. I'm done talking about sunglasses. Let's go fly.
Alpha Victor, taxi signature via Foxtrot.
Signature via Foxtrot to Alpha Victor.
Bye, Air Squid.
The Tesla over there has the license plate Air Squid, which is either the coolest or least cool.
I have no idea.
Okay. Long Beach Tower, helicopter 284 Sierra Whiskey Ross Aviation, request South Redondo departure with Oscar.
Helicopter 284 Sierra Whiskey, Long Beach Tower, departure from Ross will be at your own risk. South Redondo approved.
South Redondo approved, 284 Sierra Whiskey. All right, so I'm going to go down this taxiway here. We'll gain some altitude. And this is kind of fun to go too, because we're going to fly over my old pad. Just off the nose there. Oh,
good time.
They've replaced my spot with some much cooler airplanes. Aww. So we're shooting this on a Friday at between 5 and 6 p.m., which is the time I always did the Corona flights. And we, I think on Wednesday, I heard that they had like 150-something boats just hanging out in the harbor waiting to get into the docks. As you look off the nose there...
It is not like this normally. This is really incredible.
That is a lot.
Tower, Cessna 67431.
That is a lot of ships out there. Look at that.
3,300 feet, inbound for 26 left.
Long Beach Tower, left traffic, runway 26 left.
Pretty crazy, right?
Wow, this is...
And they just kind of go off like way off into the horizon. That's wild.
Sears 4 Lima Zulu, set request.
Signature, please.
So the original intent in doing these videos at sunset, like 5 to 6, is like to catch rush hour traffic on a Friday just to see how abnormal it felt during Corona times. But
30 is off your base.
The side benefit is you get this beautiful sunset flight.
Right? I thought this was because you were being romantic.
Baby, there's no romance. We got the kid in back.
Go ahead into your left just over the Queen Mary eastbound. Helicopter altitude indicates 700.
We have that traffic inside 4 Sierra Whiskey.
4 Sierra Whiskey, Roger, be advised I'm not talking to them. Use caution, frequency change. Pretty good day.
Actually, for 4 Sierra Whiskey, can we make a right turn and follow the 710 north?
Helicopter 4 Sierra Whiskey, approved as requested.
Approved as requested, 4 Sierra Whiskey. So the controller was really, really kindly letting me know that there's a helicopter off to our left there. Just making sure I know that they aren't on the same frequency.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a very good controller. I think the last time I did one of these kind of traffic update style helicopter videos, I spent a fair bit of time flying over the 405, and we're going to do some side-by-side. Okay, so this is one of the sections that we followed. I followed every time I did one of these. I really like this section because you get to see the traffic, and then also you get to fly over Go-Kart World, which is simultaneously one of the most fun and most dangerous places I've ever been.
So you stopped riding your motorcycle and going to Go-Kart World.
Yeah, the two activities that are just too dangerous for Corona time. But I think if you look off the belly cam there, it's pretty clear things have come back to to some sense of normalcy for LA.
There are people in go-kart world.
Well, sure, yeah. Let's get back to taking risks.
Yes.
Okay, like I'm not watching the video right now, but based on what I recall, that's a lot more traffic.
It's so much more. Oh my gosh.
Okay, we're going to talk to Torrance Tower and head over to the coastline. Torrance Tower, helicopter 284 Sierra Whiskey, 5 miles northeast, request west transition to King Harbor.
Helicopter 284 Sierra Whiskey, Torrance Tower, transition approved, Torrance altimeter 299
299 for 284 Sierra Whiskey. I will say this is already a much faster flight. My old Enstrom was not a quick heli.
4 Sierra Whiskey, just checking transponder, not receiving the altitude, check the mode C.
Thanks for that, Zep, and then we just activated altimeter for 284 Sierra Whiskey.
4 Sierra Whiskey, I got you now. Is this that car guy?
Yeah, I'm that car guy.
I'm sorry, it's how's the new R44?
We're making a video right now. I hope you don't mind being on audio, but it's a pretty quick helicopter, much better than the old Enstrom.
Sounds good, thanks. I forgot your name.
It's Micah. Appreciate it, though. You guys are always the best.
Got it.
Well, that's weird.
Air traffic control helping you with the segue into talking about the R44.
That's so fun when the controllers are just that helpful.
That's so nice.
4 Sierra Whiskey, I didn't make the cut on the last video, though.
Oh, no, you're in it this time. Definitely in it this time. Yeah, it's true. So it's funny because I came in a while back and I did a low approach to Torrance, and I bet that's the same controller.
Helicopter 285, you filming any YouTube videos right now?
Maybe.
Okay. Any chance low approach 29 left?
Hey, if you guys have the space, I'd love to. I just didn't put the video out. So one of the reasons why I stopped doing those videos is that people stopped watching them. You know, people were really curious about what the world outside looked like, and it was a really interesting thing to do for a time, but that time passed. Without enough viewership, it just doesn't add up.
4 Sierra Whiskey, north or south of the shore?
It will be north at the shoreline for 4 Sierra Whiskey.
4 Sierra Whiskey, frequency change approved. Have a great day.
Frequency change approved. I'll see you in the video. Getting back to the point I was making was just that, yeah, flying with wife and kid.
5 Tango Whiskey, traffic half-mile final.
And, you know, having some fun adventures in the helicopter. It's a little bit of a different format, but to me, I think that's much better than, hey, Micah's flying over your Belinda. Like, God bless you, your Belinda.
Can we go to Pomona?
You bet your we can.
Thanks, Sensi.
Like flying along here, when the surfers went away, it really tripped me out. So if you look off the nose here, you know, we've got, you know, we're in King Harbor here. We got the pier, and there are human beings walking down there, and that feels like a good normal thing for where we are. But yeah, when I was flying along the beach here, in fact, you know, up in a little bit here, we'll do some side-by-side showing what it looked like when I was out here last year, and it was, yeah, I don't want to say unsettling. That feels like I might be overselling it, but not by much. That was such an uncertain time. So, how has your life changed in the last year and a half since coronavirus hit?
Are you asking me specifically or the audience?
I am asking the audience right now, actually. I'm curious. I know what you've been up to, but I'm just kind of curious, like, what's the audience been up to? Give me one good thing and one bad thing that's happened since Corona times. Because it's not all bad, to be honest. There have been changes. Like, for our family, we spend more time together. We moved to the mountains. It kind of etched our life and, you know, kind of changed things, I think, in some ways to be a little bit more healthy. But I know that a lot of people had a really hard time and continue to have a really hard time. And now I'm going to make a call to LAX. LAX Heli, helicopter 284 Sierra Whiskey, Manhattan Beach Pier, request north shoreline transition 150 feet or below.
Helicopter 284 Sierra Whiskey, LA helicopters, LA altimeter 299er, cleared through the above airspace for the shoreline route northbound, squawk 0220.
Squawk 0220 for 284 Sierra Whiskey, clear into the Bravo.
Southwest 5446, have a good flight, contact SoCal departure.
Surfers, as there should be.
3693 at Zulu, cross runway 24 left, traffic in position, safe parking.
Hi.
Wrangler.
Oh, we're flying high.
We're flying high.
Well, I mean, yeah, compared to like standing on the ground, but otherwise we're about at 100 feet.
Helicopter 40 Whiskey, traffic just rotating off the South Complex, heavy Airbus 330, report them in sight.
We're looking for that traffic. Got them in sight for 40 Whiskey.
Helicopter 40 Whiskey, maintain visual separation.
Maintain visual separation, 40 Whiskey.
Helicopter 40 Whiskey, thank you, caution wake turbulence.
So we got a big jet taking off right up here. One of the things that happens when you have a huge jet like that is that the air comes off of the wings and it spirals out much like a tornado on either side, and that's something called wake turbulence. And that wake turbulence...
3630, either exit, hold short, running 24 left.
The wake turbulence can be really bad for aircraft flying in it if you hit that. One time I was in a 747 inbound, I think, to Frankfurt, and we hit some wake turbulence from a large jet up ahead, and it moved the entire aircraft like 45 degrees to the right. So it could be very powerful force.
Polaris 915, caution wake turbulence, heavy Airbus 330, departed the South Complex, wind 260 at 12, running 24 left short and clear for takeoff.
Okay, well, once we're on the other side of Marina del Rey here, we'll pop back up. We'll be out of LAX's airspace, and then we'll take a look at the beaches and just see that there are people hung up.
915, turn left, heading 210.
By the way, this is...
Helicopter 40 Whiskey, leaving Los Angeles Private Air. Contact Santa Monica Tower, .1.
Contact Santa Monica Tower. Thanks for the help, 2840 Whiskey. All right. Hello, good citizens, boating friends, dude with yacht. Okay, let's see. We're going to pop up here. We're going to talk to Santa Monica. Santa Monica Tower, helicopter 284 Sierra Whiskey, Marina del Rey, request north transition to the pier.
284 Sierra Whiskey, Santa Monica Tower, Santa Monica altimeter 2998, use caution for parasailing.
Caution for parasailing 2998 for 284 Sierra Whiskey.
November 440, start your right crosswind. 440 is for right turn.
Isn't that nice that they caution you about parasailing?
That's wonderful.
That's fun.
Santa Monica Tower, helicopter 242 Bravo Hotel, Pacific Palisades, request shoreline transition.
Okay, yeah, so look, we got
242 Bravo Hotel, Santa Monica Tower.
Human beings enjoying the beach.
For parasailing and another helicopter over Venice, opposite direction, 500 indicated.
Okay, looking for traffic. What a beautiful sunset. This is so much better than it was during all those weird times. Helicopter 4 Sierra Whiskey, request right turn at the pier.
4 Sierra Whiskey approved.
Approved, 4 Sierra Whiskey. Got the roller coaster. That is so cool looking. That looks just like a great time. Have you guys been to the Santa Monica Pier? I actually haven't. I've flown over it a zillion times, and I have...
Number 4 Sierra Whiskey, squawk VFR, please.
Squawk VFR for 4 Sierra Whiskey. So let's do a little side-by-side comparison. You guys tell me if this looks busier than it did in March of 2020. That's a lot more traffic than last year.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm about to exit Santa Monica's airspace. Helicopter 4 Sierra Whiskey, frequency change.
4 Sierra Whiskey, frequency change approved.
Good day, 4 Sierra Whiskey. Got traffic coming 400 feet above us.
Oh.
Keeping an eye out for them. There they are. And helicopter 4 Sierra Whiskey, we're over West Hollywood on East Transition. We got that West Transition in sight.
It looks so tiny.
Yeah, they're 600 feet above.
Yeah, it's police 10, going to be westbound over Hollywood. I got the lobby gunner underneath us, no factor.
And look, it's lively. There's a lot of action happening there.
Oh my gosh, so busy.
Yeah, look at all those red taillights. And then actually, you know what we'll do? Kind of in classic fashion, we'll go check out the Hollywood sign and Griffith Observatory, and then we'll end over near downtown. Helicopter 4 Sierra Whiskey, Capitol Records, north of the Hollywood sign at 1,200. One of the things that happened when I was flying these videos all by myself is that making videos just by yourself in a helicopter is kind of hard. Like if you want to show the audience something, you got to like point the nose at the stuff that you want to show. But with you aboard, even though you're just using an iPhone, and I'll be honest, iPhone footage is pretty good these days, you can like shoot stuff that's not exactly where we're aimed. Ironically, I'm perfectly aimed at the Hollywood sign right now.
Well, that's good, because I'm doing that thing where I try to zoom out and then I hold the finger on it too long.
Gotcha. Good work, sweetie. Okay.
You're flying a helicopter and I can't operate the iPhone.
Okay, there's the Hollywood sign in all its glory. And then we're going to go right, and we're going to go check out the Griffith Observatory.
Bye, Hollywood sign.
I've been out.
Oh, yeah, and Griffith Observatory is going to be, looks like super busy.
Wow.
I think one of the consistent themes that I kind of kept coming back to is that if you don't live in Los Angeles, or even if you do live in Los Angeles, it's easy to hate Los Angeles. But the more time you spend here, the more you recognize that there are all these like wonderful different pockets of humanity, and there are all these different versions of Los Angeles. And
Bravo, Alameda, and the 10 northbound for downtown 1.1.
I think LA is worthy of respect and love. There's some wonderful people here. Wave.
Left-hand orbit.
Griffith Observatory, it's beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
I mean, I'll also add that like LA is definitely prettier from 500 feet. But I was watching the video I did on like April 20th, and I flew over the Dodger Stadium. And what was so interesting about flying over Dodger Stadium is that the parking lot was filled with cars and RVs, I think, that were unsold, and there may have been rental car fleets there. It was absolutely jam-packed. In fact, we'll do a little side-by-side as we fly over. Yeah, empty parking lots. Dodger Stadium there, looking all cool. I don't care about baseball at all, but I love Dodger Stadium. I just think it's a cool place. It's got a neat aesthetic, and it makes people happy.
Cutting through downtown, southeastbound, 1,600.
You know what we're going to do? We're going to fly over the 101-110 interchange. This is like a real pain in the kind of interchange. It's just like a real slog, especially on a Friday night. And so let's see how that's looking now versus last year.
Are we just gonna run into those buildings?
Nope.
It looks like it. Oh, God.
Not if Daddy can help it.
We're higher than that building.
We certainly should be. Yeah, so LA, man. Say what you will, but at times it's really lovely. I've met a lot of wonderful people here, and we've had a lot of really nice times. And the buildings do look really nice at sunset, even on a hazy night like today. Helicopter 4 Sierra Whiskey, Staples Center, right orbit around downtown 1,200. I'm really tempted to land on the Ritz-Carlton roof.
Delta Whiskey, just north of the South Pasadena Water Tower, 2,300, westbound transition, 2,300.
All right. Yeah, now this is the LA that I know. The completely congested... Oh, yeah, there's a bar up here. I've been to that bar. I hung out with the Straight Pipes car reviewer guys from Canada in that bar. Good dudes.
Hey.
Hello, friends. This is the LA that I know. Look at all that stopped traffic and frustrated humanity.
Yeah, this is why I stopped going anywhere at night.
Yeah, it's best just to not ever leave the house. Traffic sucks. So I think that's the lesson here, is that life has changed, but we endured. Hopefully, we've mostly emerged stronger? I don't know. I'm going to say it like that with an upward question mark kind of end, because I'm not sure what anything means. But I do know I got my family here, I've got you guys, and we went through some crazy times together. I don't know if we'll be doing more of this kind of video. I don't know. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, you can let us know in the comment section. I'm always open to suggestions. But it was nice to relive that time and do it with a little bit more certainty in our lives. So
that is a good thing.
I'm just going to come around. We'll get one more nice little shot of downtown LA, and then I'll say goodnight.
Like sideways.
Whee! There it is, downtown Los Angeles.
It's thriving, you guys.
Whatever it is, people are doing what people do. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Feel free to follow us on Instagram if you're curious what we're doing between these kinds of videos. I'd give you a high five, but, you know, safety. Bye, guys.